morning children, welcome to today's culture course class. In today's class we will learn about Prayag. This is a place in India children. You all might have heard about Allahabad. Yes, so children. So in Allahabad, it's a famous city in the North India. A mile and a half from Allahabad is the holy place called Prayag. Why it is a holy place and how it has become a holy place, that's what we are going to learn in this lesson children. See, from ancient times people from all over the country have gone on pilgrimage to Prayag. Here three rivers, holy rivers, Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, they will be mixing and flowing from the Himalayas, they will meet here. So that such type of places are called as Triveni Sangam. So all Sangams or points where rivers meet are holy, but this Sangam is more holy than others. You all might have heard about God Brahma. Even in your textbook, culture course textbook, you can see the picture Brahma doing a yaga. So here God Brahma did a great yaga here. That is why it has come to be called Prayaga. Pra stands for Prajapati, another name for Brahma. At Prayag, the waters of Ganga appear white in color and Yamuna will be in the blue in color. So clearly we can see where they are, the mark where they are mixing. The demarcation can be seen clearly where these two rivers are mixing. Poet Kalidasa describes this junction as a mixing of pearls and emeralds. The river Saraswati, one more river which is mixing along with these two, Ganga and Yamuna, it will be not seen on the surface, it will be mixing with them from the lower part of not on the surface, from the below the earth, from the underground it will be mixing. So God Vishnu is worshipped in this kshetra as Bindu Madhava. Rishi Bharadwaja had his ashrama here. Sri Rama came to this ashrama while living in the forest. Pious men who go to this kshetra, they will bath in the Sangam, and holy Brahmins of kshetra pitch their tents on the sand and stay midstream on boats and help pilgrims in their worship. People offer shraddha to their ancestors, they worship their ancestors children here and give away gifts for money. Women give auspicious things like mirrors, packets of kumkum, bangles and colored clothes to the other women in the belief that it brings luck. This pleases the Mother Ganga. People bath in the Sangam mostly on new and full moon days, all the days of the month of Magha, Magra Shankranti, Ratha Saptami and other holy days. There are a number of small shrines and old ashramas in and around Prayag. People offer worship there. Once in 12 years, the Kumbh Mela is held here in the month of Kumbha. Millions of ordinary people and large number of sadhus from all over India come here at this time and take a dip in these holy waters. Pilgrims go to Kashi, also visit Prayag. Emperor Akbar built a modern city near Prayag and gave it the name Allahabad. It means the city of God. Jawaharlal Nehru was born in the city of Allahabad. Here you can see the Swaraj Bhavan. His family lived there once. Yeah. See about Allahabad also. They have been given some details about Allahabad, and also you should know about this holy place Prayag, where the three rivers Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati meet. And also you can, by reading, you might have understood that so many holy shrines are there in and around Prayag, and how the Prayag name came because of the Pra means the Prajapati, who is the Brahma, and as he did the yaga there, the place is called as Prayag. So just you read this lesson 2 to 3 times children, then you will be understanding why people, whoever goes to Kashi, they will go to Prayag also. You might ask, and they will have a dip in this holy rivers. All the three are meeting there, and they will do some pujas as mentioned here. What women will do, everything is given here. Just read the lesson and try to understand. And as usual, demarcation means separation, meanings. Auspicious means holy, and some 5 questions are there. After reading the lesson 2 to 3 times, you can try to mark the answer in the textbook only, and you can start learning children. Children, we'll continue learning about another holy river, Godavari children. So next lesson 12 is about Godavari. There is a village called Triampak near Nasik. So there is a village called Triampak near Nasik children. Not far from that village there is a hill. Rishi Gautama lived on that village. It was called Brahmagiri. Long ago, he lived there with his wife Ahalya. The rishi kept his stock of rice in a granary. So they will store no children rice. So he has stored the rice in the granary. One day a cow came there and ate up all the rice. The rishi saw this. He tried to drive the cow away with darba, the grass. That can hurt no one. But when Gautama used the darba gas, the cow fell down and died. The rishi was very unhappy. He wanted to atone for the sin of killing a cow. Because he don't want to kill the cow, but by mistake the cow died. He went away from his ashrama and did tapas to bring the Ganga waters down there. His tapas pleased God Shiva. Shiva, as you know, carries the river Ganga in his matted hair or jata. Shiva gave him a part of his jata along with the Ganga. Gautama took that jata and sprinkled the water from the Ganga on the cow. So the cow is dead no. The cow came back to life. It pardoned Gautama and went its way. See, as he did one sin, how much tapas he does, and he brings the holy water from God Shiva and he sprinkles on the cow, and cow is alive now, and cow forgave the Rishi Gautama. That water, the Ganga water, became the river Godavari. See, Godavari is also one form of river Ganga. Because it gave life to cow, the river got the name Godavari. Go means cow and Da means giving. Because Gautama was instrumental in bringing it, the river is also called Gautami. At Triampak, there is the famous temple of Triambakeshwar. He is in the form of Shivalinga. The river Godavari is still trickling from under the Shivalinga. Godavari is one of the great holy rivers of India. The other holy rivers are, just now in the previous lesson we learned, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu and Kaveri. Pious people recite the names of these rivers early in the morning while bathing. The river Godavari is nearly 1,000 miles long. Rising from the hill from near Triambaka, it flows across the country and falls into the sea in the east. See how long it flows. There are many holy places on the banks of the Godavari. The first is Triampak. It starts from Triampak and from till it reaches the east. So many holy shrines are there. Panchavati near Nasik is another sacred place which is also famous. Sri Rama lived there along with Sita and Lakshmana for many days during his stay in the forest. Panchavati, you might have heard about this. Once in 12 years, a big mela is held in Nasik. Thousands of people bathe in the Godavari at the time. Bhadrachala is another holy place on the banks of Godavari. Sri Rama crossed the Godavari here. There is near the spot a famous temple for Rama. People who bathe in Godavari are blessed with children and happiness. So Godavari, about the Godavari river, we are reading. In the previous lesson we learned about Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati and also about the Godavari. You have understood that Godavari is another form of Ganga only, and how it got the name Goda also it is explained very nicely, and even the famous temples on the bank of Godavari is given. Just by reading, as you should be reading the lesson 2 to 3 times, you will be understanding about one of the holy rivers of our country, that is the Godavari. So here instrumental to be the cause of. So here as we learned that Gautama is the rishi who was the main reason for the Godavari to flow. So that's how another name for the river is Gautami. Just now we learned it. Some questions are there, children, as usual after reading. Try to mark the answers and start learning. So today's class we have learnt about one famous place Prayag, and also about a holy. Prayag is also a meeting place of 3 rivers, and also about the holy river Godavari. So read both the lessons and try to understand what is given, learn the meanings, try to answer the questions given, and be ready for the next class. Bye bye, children.